Alright everybody, we are in the midst of our Australian Dharma trip here in Australia, and it turns out that my student here is a professional clown and also a second wave feminist TERF. Who would have known? Who would have thought that? So we're just getting ready for our Dharma trip, and that means Dr.Rob needs to clean this fucking mess, because it's messy as all hell in here. You'd think people did this on purpose. I say one dish, one pot, one smoko, one doggo, that's enough. All these knives and utensils, you know, put it in a fucking bowl and that's enough, eh? I say we all eat from one bowl and we don't make all this fucking mess, all these cups and all this fucking mess. My God. Who can go anywhere when it's like this? But for those curious onlookers, we are on our way to the Australian bush, where we're going to be doing a very interesting and intensive meditation retreat. So for those who have been keeping an eye on Dr. Rob over the years, he's not failing, he's succeeding. And he's becoming an incredible meditation teacher and organizer. You know, in a certain kind of way, this is a big step for me, because this is what my teacher always has done. He's traveled the world and organized with meditators and practitioners and people from all over the world that are concerned with doing good deeds with mindfulness and detachment, concerned with the Buddha, the Dharma and the Sangha, or just the community of waking up and the ways of waking up. So this is a real ripper experience for me. And I'm very honoured and I'm very blessed by the people of Australia. Arriving here was a hell of a thing. If you asked me a few days ago, I wouldn't recommend Australia to an Australian, if you know what I mean. But as the time has gone by, I've really started to warm up to the people here, the people of the bush. And like I said in the beginning of this video, it's actually turned out that we've got a second wave. Can you believe it? A second wave feminist TERF in the midst. I couldn't be more honoured. Talk about generosity. So out here in the bush, and we're going to be packing up. We've got a Starlink, Elon Musk. We're going to give it a real ripper go to see some of the well, we say abos over here, but a lot of the city folk, they don't like that. The Aboriginals. We're going to meet some of the Aboriginals. We're going to get into some community. And we're going to learn what's what for these people in the world. So we're very fortunate. And they're out there. The kids are out back arguing over third wave and fourth wave and second wave feminism. Good on them. Yeah, good on them. Someone's thinking about it. And if you're a fucking mate, or Sheila, in Australia that means a man or a woman, who watches the live streams on Facebook, please, for the love of God and the love of anything that's good, let me know that you're watching, that you actually tuned in and listened to what was going on here, because, you know, sometimes social media is such a fucking racket. You never know who's watching, you never know if anybody's watching, if anybody's involved or not. So usually I don't live stream on Facebook because it seems like nobody's watching there. So let me know, just leave a comment, insider joke. Oh, good to see you. And, you know, I'll be happy to see what you say. What the fuck are they doing here, mate? What are you blending up? We got a fucking 5-star kitchen in here, eh? What have you been blending up, mate? Making fucking creme brulee before we go to the bush. And this is what a real spiritual guru does. A real spiritual guru cleans up the dishes for his students, for his devotees. Alright? You don't just sit by the sidelines and let everybody else do the work for you. You gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta wash the dishes. If you don't do it, nobody's gonna do it. And then they're gonna be fighting with each other about who did it and who done it and who what it. And it's a fucking nightmare to me, because I'm doing my best not to be involved in believing in self or permanence. So what you doing there? Arguing about your fucking emotions and shit, for Christ's sake. Give it a break. Follow the guru. Supplicate unto the guru. If the guru says do it, fucking do it. Shut up. And like I said, we're headed to the bush. And I'm a fucking guru. I'm fucking Dr.Rob. I'm a spiritual hero. I swear to fucking the very soil. How did you make these many fucking dishes, eh? Where'd all these dishes come from? They weren't here a minute ago. Then people are saying, well, we're going to have a snack before we go out to the bush. Looks like you fucking made a Thanksgiving dinner. There's enough dishes here to build a house. My God. I don't know who to blame. Maybe I'll blame myself for cleaning these fucking dishes. A TERF, for those who don't know, is a trans-exclusionary radical feminist. I'd never seen one in the flesh. But now I'm wearing the scarf. I'm wearing a TERF scarf, for Christ's sake. Steve Irwin would be proud. I think Steve Irwin was probably a bit of a TERF because, well, he didn't speak too much about the Aboriginals, did he? Talking so much about the bush. Yeah, there's people live out there, mate. You want to talk about the bush, you better talk about the Aboriginals. I would say Steve Irwin was the hero of Australia for all TERFs. I bet that he was. Everything's starting to work out. Everything's starting to come together. You know what they say? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. But what they don't say is rinse out your fucking dishes after you fucking use them. So they don't get all the hardened stuff in them. I don't understand where all these fucking dishes came from. I must be halfway blind. Somebody was cooking up a storm in here. But washing dishes is a way to reveal the state of our mind. You can't just be floating along in complacency. You actually have to reveal the state of your mind. That means you have to get engaged. You have to get involved. You have to put yourself out there. You have to put your heart on the table and cut out all this idealism about yourself and your life and spirituality. And you really got to put yourself out there and live and connect. You know, the time of the Buddha, that was a different time. You were either a king or a queen, living a shitty fucking life, or you were fucking working in the dirt 24/7. No wonder Buddha said everybody's going to be a fucking monk. Now we got rain made of gold and rivers made of fucking bleach. So who's going to be a monk then? If you want to be a monk, I'll show you a monk, alright? But just because you wear a robe, it doesn't mean that you're an Arya. The only such thing as a real monk is a real Arya. You've got to become a Sotapanna. You've got to become a Sakyagami and Anagami, that's an Arya, that's a Sangha member. Doesn't matter if you're wearing a fucking robe or not. Who knows what you got going on under that robe? No, that's not to say to disrespect. Oh, this is where all the dishes are from. All these dishes are from our morning cacao ceremony. We had a morning cacao ceremony that the local turf clown set up. Oh, there she is. So that's where the dishes came from, was the cacao ceremony. Well, that's something to celebrate then, ain't it?
Thank you. Alright,
We're getting ready to go. Are you ready, Aditya?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. The bush is waiting. And the Starlink is waiting too. I don't think you can use that on the move, though. I think you have to stop.
Stay stationary.
Yeah, I think it has to be stationary.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll give it our best shot. As a piece of advice that all the great bushmen of the past have given, if you're going to the bush, try to take a shit before you go. Otherwise, you're going to have to take a shit in the bush. And who here doesn't know what the bush is? The bush is the Australian outback. The jungle, the desert, the wildlife, the wilds of Australia. And we're going deep into the bush to find us some Aboriginals, some of the native people of these lands. And we're going to learn what the original people of these lands have to teach us, what they have to convey to us. I've been talking with some people recently that seem like they know everything. But it turns out they've never been to the bush. So you couldn't quite know everything if you've never been to the bush, could ya? There's an old saying in the outback. The bush takes no prisoners. And what that means is that the bush is wild. The bush is raw. The bush is true. The bush brings out the real you, mate. And if you don't want the bush to bring out the real you, well, you're shit out of luck, mate. Because the bush is a-bringing all the real you can take. And it doesn't stop until you're really real. And that's what the Australian bush is all about. I came here to do one thing, and that was to teach meditation and to conduct this Dharma meditation talk. And that's precisely what's being done. That's precisely what's being done. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of dignity. I'm a man that can be trusted. I'm a man that deserves responsibility, that's earned responsibility. I'm a man that deserves donations, that's earned donations from my students, from the people of the world, so that I can keep doing this work and keep bringing the Dharma to the modern people. Not everybody's a tulku, mate. Not everybody's wearing a fucking robe. Not everybody's a fucking ableist, childist, environmentalist scumbag, eh? What if I'm a retarded schizophrenic motherfucker? Then I'm not allowed, eh? If I want to come in and scream and yell and act a bit fucking crazy, then I'm not allowed. Fucking hell. I don't believe in that. I don't support that. It ain't the Dharma if you can't be fucking crazy and fucking acting a fool in the place, eh? That's not real Dharma. That's fucking superficial fake Dharma. That's not the Dharma of the Aryas. Alright? This is Arya Dharma. And if it's not, then let's fucking talk about it. Let's see what you know. Alright? Let's see what you fucking know about Aryas and such, eh? Let's see what you've experienced, eh? I'm ready for what comes. I'm ready to wash the dishes that life has to give to me. You got it, mate. Fucking dish city, eh? You know you got a hold of a real spiritual teacher, a real Dharma teacher when he washes the dishes. And if you don't know, I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years, so I know what I'm talking about. I better. I might fucking know what I'm talking about, eh? People are so selfish, people are so self-centered. They don't want to talk about nothing except what they know about. They don't even want to talk about that. Unless it's some fucking prissy convention in Sydney. Shame on those people. Fake practitioners, fake Aryas, fake givers, fake monks, one and all. Mate, you fucking threw away the fucking tea. What is it about? I've got to say something. I've got to say something in this fucking live stream. What is it about fucking good tea that makes everyone want to fucking throw it away? Never give good tea to people who don't know what the fuck they're drinking. By golly. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've tried to help people out, to give them the fucking good tea, and every time they dump that shit out. I'm gonna dump them out. For God's sakes, what is it about that fucking tea? Everybody thinks all tea's created equal. Let me tell you right now that it's not. That tea's fucking expensive, eh? But something about it makes people want to dump it out. I think I'm starting to run low on my Australian accent juice. I better find me some true blue Aussies to drink up their minds and their culture and their affects. Every fucking time. Let me give a PSA to everyone out there. Someone serves you some fucking loose leaf tea, don't you dare throw it out. Don't you dare dump it. Especially if it's a fucking dark colour, eh? If it's a fucking dark colour, you don't drop it out, you don't pour it out, eh? Bhante Panya knows what I mean. He knows not to dump out fucking poor tea. Fucking loose leaf good tea. You wouldn't want to see me when I'm angry, mate. Because when I'm angry, I get fucking green and big and strong. Somebody got a clip of me once, getting angry. That's how they came up with the fucking Incredible Hulk show. We're in Australia. We're teaching the Dharma tour. This is my preemptive book tour. I'm going to release a fucking book in Australia, mate. I'm going to be fucking wealthy and famous, eh? I'm going to be a fucking wealthy and famous spiritual teacher, eh? My book is going to be fucking called Who Poured Out My Fucking Tea? Who poured out my fucking tea, eh? That's what my book's going to be called. Who made all these fucking daddy dishes is going to be book 2. I've had a hard life. I've had a hard life here in Australia. But I kept my wits about me and I kept going. I kept going through the hardship. And now I'm ready to go into the fucking bush. Who the hell are these people? made all these fucking dishes, eh? This is bonkers. Little ladybug. Sheila. What are you doing here, Sheila? You better get back to work. You better get to your meditation retreat, eh? We all better get to our own meditation retreat in our own way. Lads and lassies.
Here you go.
Where'd you get this from?
I put it somewhere special and safe to look after it.
Oh my God, I'm eating my words, eh? That's second wave feminism for you. You never know what to expect. Good on you, Lee. Thank you. You're an Australian hero. Keeping second wave feminism alive. It was there all along. Gloria, you know about second wave feminism, right? You should know about that, I think. Or you're probably busy with the racism. We'll get you out here one of these days, Gloria. All right. We'll get you out to the bush, Gloria, one of these days. Everybody keep an eye out. My book is on its way. Nobody's been doing the dishes, huh? All right. And another thing, there's no bidets in Australia. I feel like a fucking gorilla.
Okay.
No bum guns in Australia. How can I clean my bowels? And that's what we're willing to self-sacrifice. We're willing to sacrifice bidets and the norms, our norms, to help others and to be concerned with the path of ending suffering. So thank you all for joining in this short little live stream. Posted on Facebook. It's a shame that Facebook won't promote these live streams. I mean, nobody sees it. I've got enough friends. Should be more people seeing it, but anyways, we're going to leave it at that and post it on YouTube. Donations can be made through PayPal, Cash App, and other ways as well. So please consider to support this work and to support our upcoming book release in Australia, which is going to be spearheaded by a second wave feminist TERF and former professional clown. So a lot of good things happening in the Monk Life Meditation community. Your friend and spiritual hero, Dr. Rob, signing out. See you soon.